Welcome back, all you sports and gambling fans out there. Today, I'm giving you an NBA rundown, starting with the game between the Orlando Magic and the Indiana Pacers. Indiana is easily playing its best basketball of the season and enters this one 8th in the Eastern Conference, and on a 5-game winning streak as well, which no opponent has actually scored more than 86 points or shot better than 40% against them. Orlando comes into this one off back-to-back home wins, but has dropped 7 straight away from home. Now, there are 2 injuries that are concerning the Magic here, with center Nikola Vucevic and guard Evan Fournier. Now, Vucevic has missed 2 straight with an ankle injury, but did practice on Monday, and thus could be returning. As for Fournier, he's missed 5 straight games with a hip injury. Now, looking at Indiana, they're 2-0 against Orlando this season, holding the Magic under triple digits in both. Now, the guy that covered this game, he says that we should be giving away the points for this one. The next game that we're looking at here is the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Brooklyn Nets. Now, New Orleans won a 2nd straight Monday game, 114-103, with Anthony Davis going bonkers, scoring 43 points, tying a career high, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. Now, Davis has 3 games with at least 40 points and 10 rebounds this season. That's tying up with Russell Westbrook for the most such games in the NBA year. Now, the news wasn't all good for New Orleans, as guard Tyreke Evans left in the 3rd quarter with an ankle injury and could miss some extra time. Now, the Pelicans have beat the visiting Nets 102-96, and that was back in February the 25th, despite Davis not being on the court due to injury. Now, Quincy Pondexter had a career high of 25 points for the Pelicans. Now, Joe Johnson led Brooklyn with 21 points. Now, Scott, he's recommending that we should side with Jay-Z's Nets. Next game we have here is the Cavaliers going up against the Mavericks. And with his first assist of the night, Tuesday, Cavaliers star LeBron James will become the franchise leader. He's currently tied with Mark Price. Now, the Mavericks ended a 2-game losing streak with a 7-point win at the Lakers on Sunday. And Dallas welcomed back small forward Chandler Parsons from a 7-game injury absence, and he had 11 points in 35 minutes. Now, Dallas thumped Cleveland 109-90 in early January when LeBron was out due to an injury. In addition, Kyrie Irving left the 3rd quarter with an injury. Now, Kevin Long led the Cavs with 30 points, while Monta Ellis paced the Dallas Mavericks with 20. Now, Jordan made his pick here, but you're going to have to go to his article to get the scoop on that one. The other game that we have here is the Raptors going up against the Spurs. Now, 2 teams right now heading in opposite directions, as Toronto has lost 3 straight games despite committing less than 10 turnovers in each one of them, while San Antonio, on the other hand, is on a 5-game winning streak and starting to look like the NBA champions that they are. Now, Tony Parker is on fire this month, shooting nearly 65% from the field and averaging 25 points after a lousy February. Now, the Spurs, they're still just 4th in their division, and, well, they're 7th in the West. As for the Raptors, DeMar DeRozan also is playing great in March. He's averaging about 28.5 points per game. Now, he goes for a best career 5th straight game with at least 20 here. Now, the Raptors try for their first season ever sweep of the San Antonio Spurs, but the Spurs have already won 5 straight at home in this series. They did lose 87-82 in Toronto back in February the 8th. Now, Parker and Tim Duncan combined for only 22 points as the Spurs hit the 31-93 from the field overall. Matt likes the San Antonio Spurs to cover on this one. Next up, we have the New York Knicks going up against the Utah Jazz. And when was the last time that we saw the Utah Jazz as such big favorites? I guess it was since the time between Malone and Stockton. Anyways, that just shows the sorry state that the New York Knicks are going through these days, man. New York has lost 4 straight on Monday, and again in embarrassing fashion, 106-78 in Denver to begin a 5-game road trip. Now, both Quincy Acy and Tim Hardaway Jr. missed the game with injuries. Now, the Knicks became the first team in the league to reach 50 losses. Oh, pathetic. Utah has won 2 straight and 9 of 12. The Jazz won at the Knicks 102-100 on November the 14th on Trey Burke's buzzer beater. Joe C., he thinks that we should be leaning towards Utah on this one. And last but not least, we have the Detroit Pistons going up against the LA Lakers. And Los Angeles lost for the 5th straight game this past Sunday at home to the Dallas Mavericks. Now, leading scorer Nick Young missed his 7th straight game because of a sore left knee. And Coach Byron Scott says that he still has some pain in there and some swelling, and that it's not actually going down as quickly as they had anticipated. So he's less optimistic about having him come back anytime soon. So don't expect to see Young on the court anytime soon this season. Now, Detroit, they've fallen back out of the playoff race with their 6th straight defeat. Yeah, 6. That's right, 6 losses in a row. Now, the Lakers, they won in Detroit 106-96 in early December, but this is going to be LA's 5th victory in a row in this series. Could it be? Jason thinks that we should actually grab the points on this one. Anyways, that's all for today. I'll be back with more NBA coverage and odds very soon. Till then, for SBR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.